everyone, we did grocery shopping today. We went to Walmart, Aldi's, and Food City. We also used Fetch, IBOTTA, and Shopkicks to help us save some money so that we could do a little bit tighter budget on our groceries this week because we just needed to save some money this week on groceries. I'm going to be showing you what we purchased. I will also be telling you how much we saved on those 3 apps, and I will be showing you a meal plan of how we afforded a week's worth of groceries on that budget, and we'll also let you know if some of that food is going to be coming from our pantry, because I want to be open and honest with you all and be like, this is not, you know, if we were not 100% using groceries that we purchased, I want to be open and honest. So I will let you know what food will be coming from our pantry and what we purchased to fill that meal plan. We're going to start with Walmart and Food City in the front, then we'll go around to the other side where Aldi's and the bulk of the groceries are. I will tell you out loud, plus on the screen, how much each of the items we saved on. The first one right here was the Heinz tomato ketchup. If you scanned it on Shopkicks, which I will also share the links if you want to use our referral codes for these apps. Shopkicks is one where you can scan items in store, like individual items, like this particular bottle of Heinz tomato ketchup. I know it has cardboard stuck to it, but that's okay. Heinz tomato ketchup, if you scanned it in store, it was 15 kicks today at Walmart, and the Walmart receipt scan afterwards, if you purchase it, you get kicks whether you purchase it or not, and that was 15. If you purchased it and scanned your receipt, it was 250 kicks, and it takes 6,250 kicks to get a $25 gift card, so 265 kicks for a bottle of ketchup wasn't terrible. We also picked up 1/2 gallon of buttermilk to make biscuits with. Again, I'll share the meal plan at the end. Swapping these around, we actually had multiple things for the Hellmann's mayonnaise. The first thing was when I was making the list last night, I actually went ahead and looked on IBOTTA and added things directly to IBOTTA before I even went shopping today. And we usually buy the bulk container of the Hellmann's mayonnaise because we use it quite frequently for different recipes and things. On IBOTTA, it was 50 cents cash back. Also, if you scan your receipt on Fetch afterwards, the 48-ounce jars, which is what this one is 63 Fetch points back. That one's super easy. Fetch is a lot easier because you can just scan your receipt and go. IBOTTA, if you take the time to go through and look at what they have, sometimes you can get more cash back points on those, and once you have earned up to $25, 20 or 25, you can either do it directly to PayPal or a gift card. The rest of Walmart, we have 1 bag of the Tyson's Anytizers boneless chicken bites. This is the honey barbecue flavor. The next one would be 2 bags of the Tyson honey breast tenders. I haven't seen honey tenders at Aldi's in a while, so I went ahead and picked them up at Walmart while we were there. Also on IBOTTA, they had the Screamin' Sicilian pizzas, $1 off per pizza up to 5. So we went ahead and purchased 5. What we do is we cook all of them on Friday night, and then we have the leftovers on Saturday afternoon for easy lunches while we're at home on Saturday. So the 5 that we picked out were the Bessie's Revenge cheese. That one makes me laugh. Also, we picked out the pepperoni, the Supreme one. Is it Supreme? I thought it was all meat. Oh, there are vegetables. The Supreme one, the, can't slide this, Hawaiian, which is so, it's hard to find a Hawaiian, number 1. Number 2, find a Hawaiian that actually has a coupon with it, so the fact that we were still able to get it off. Speaking of coupon ones, that surprised me. Screamin' Sicilian now has dessert pizzas. They had a s'mores one, and they had a brownie cookie mixed one. We opted with the general consensus was a s'mores one. And all of these were $1 back on IBOTTA, and I already have the money back into my IBOTTA account, and I went shopping like 3 hours ago, and the money's already there. So it's already directly into my account. The bologna right here, just like sandwich meat bologna, was also on there, the Oscar Mayer. We prefer to get Oscar Mayer whenever we are going to get bologna. Was 11 points back on Fetch. That one was actually a surprise one, had no idea. Was just trying to scan the Fetch receipt and go, and it popped up for 11 points on there, so super cool. These are something that we're going to trial for Matt's lunches. This one is the beef flavored instant one. I want to see if I can just send him a thermos of hot water and him be able to do ramen noodles for lunches, because he cannot microwave or refrigerate food at work. He has to, whatever he takes in his lunchbox is it. So we're going to trial these out over the weekend and see if warm water would actually still work, like water from a thermos would still work. I'm planning on like heating the water up in the morning, leaving it in the thermos closed until lunchtime and try them. And we'll see how that goes. Moving on to Food City, because I don't have a ton. The ground chuck was supposed to be on sale, but apparently it was the pack bigger than this, but I think I still literally would have spent the exact same amount for pound for pound when you compared them. So I ended up spending $11.25, which is more than what I wanted to, but again, like the bigger packs were that much with the cheaper pound per ounce, so whatever, it was fine. This is still going to be enough for 2 meals, so it worked out really well. I was going to try to get chicken, but chicken is a non-purchasable thing right now in our area. Also, we have 2 packs of the chili seasoning, 2 packs of the chili seasoning I don't care about. If it doesn't have enough kick, I can add my own. When it comes to taco seasoning, I'm a little more specific. We have been switching to the Old El Paso, which is literally double the cost of the store brands, but we have 2 packs of the fajita, 2 packs of the original taco, and 2 packs of the chicken taco, which, by the way, just a little tip, if your store does not have pork taco seasoning, the chicken one works just fine. We also picked up 6 bags of frozen tricolor pepper and onion medley. Some stores call it a stir-fry medley, but I don't know. Some of them you have to be careful because we only get the ones that have the peppers and onion mix. We don't want the ones that have like the Asian blend. These will be for multiple meals this week. That finishes off Walmart and Food City. Switching over to Aldi's, probably not any rebates on any of these things here. So Aldi's is usually, they have their own brand, but it's usually cheaper still anyways, and if I was to get a name brand, I use a coupon. So most of our groceries usually come from Aldi's. We're going to start right here. These were usually under $1 a bag. They were over $1 a bag this time. I still went ahead and bought them anyways because we're going to use them for chili, and it just helps to make the chili stretch a little bit further. So that's why we went ahead and purchased them. 2 loaves of the honey wheat bread. It was 20 cents cheaper per loaf to get the honey wheat than it was to get the split top wheat this week. So if you ever are like us and you get the split top wheat because it's a wheat bread that's a little bit cheaper, double check each week because some weeks the split top wheat is cheaper. This week the honey wheat was cheaper, so that was a 40-cent saving right there. We also bought 1 bag of the baby carrots. Oh, I did have one Shopkicks thing. Apparently Shopkicks is doing some things with Aldi's. If you purchase cherries from Chile, or Chile, however you say that country's name, C-H-I-L-E, it's still pending, but I think it was 200 kicks back. You were supposed to get kicks in the store if you scan it, but produce doesn't have barcodes. So we had to just do the kicks for the receipt, and I think I will get 200 kicks back if that was what they wanted me to get. But again, I couldn't scan it in store to double check. So we have 1/2 gallon of lactose-free milk, 2 gallons of 2% milk. One of them fell in the truck, but it only left a little dent and didn't bust open. I consider that a win. Oh, I forgot to add, there were 2 more things from Walmart. The Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar was back in stock, so I picked up 2 more of those for Matt. We have 1 large jar of peanut butter. We have 2 containers of the 16-ounce sour cream, 1 container of tomato juice, 6 cans of the kidney beans, the dark kidney beans. They used to have light red kidney beans at our store, and they no longer carry them, so we switched to the dark ones. We also have 1 can of the refried beans, the traditional. We have tried the Aldi's fat-free one. We don't like it. It's really hard to explain why. It's just we don't like it. 2 cans of the sliced carrots. We have 2 cans of the tomato juice, or tomato soup for Matt and the kids. I'm actually allergic to most tomato. I can handle it in pizza because the baking process cuts some of the acid in the sauce, so I can handle that, but I cannot handle and I can handle the tomato juice and the chili because I also add sour cream to cut the acid in it. I don't know, it's really weird, but they have tomato juice, and then I'm going to be using soup from the pantry. 4 cans of the Aldi's brand cream of mushroom. It's a little different than the name brand, but whenever I'm on a tighter budget, I'm going to go for the Aldi's brand. We also have these. Again, I'm going to try and see if it works for Matt's lunches to do these noodle soup cups for his lunches, to see if we can send him something a little different, and it's also a little more budget friendly to send something like this with like some beef jerky or something for his lunches. This is something that if you are on Instagram, you shop Aldi's and are not following the Aldi's favorite finds page, you need to, because she shares things like this all the time. I decided to buy this so it's not because of Valentine's Day, but Matt and I's anniversary is right before Valentine's Day. We didn't plan it that way, it just happened that way. So it's like our anniversary and Valentine's Day would kind of roll into one anyways, and we're both cool with that. But she shared, all these favorite finds of the day shared this coffee pack, the coffee pods for Valentine's Day. I mean, like chocolate strawberry, chocolate coconut, brownie batter. Those sounded all like ones that Matt would really like. So I bought that for him for Valentine's Day. So shh, don't tell him. Also, speaking of which, you'll see what I'm going to be doing for the kids for breakfast tomorrow. It's a little bit different. Wasn't 100% sure if that would be Matt's thing. I would eat it, but I didn't want him to like feel like he had to, whether he liked it or not, kind of thing. So they had these. We've tried these before. They had them on IBOTTA 2 years ago. And apparently Aldi's has them because I don't know if they're clearancing them out in other stores or not. But it's the Dunkin' Mocha Latte cereal. It's super unhealthy, but it's just kind of like a little splurge thing for him for breakfast for tomorrow. We also have 3 boxes of the jambalaya mix. I already had the sausage and the chicken in my pantry. So I went ahead and bought the 3 boxes to use those items up and make that. My sausage holds for like forever. I haven't had it super long, but I had bought the sausage and not the jambalaya, so this time I bought the jambalaya. I have 2 tubes of pork sausage, 4 bags of steamed broccoli florets. They come frozen. They're usually under $1 a bag. Pop them in your microwave upside down for 5 minutes. They steam perfectly, and this is my favorite brand right now. It's cheaper than some of the other store brands, and the quality is amazing. I love this more. I will not buy the Food City frozen steam bags because they usually have junk pieces in them that just like are non-chewable. But the ones at Aldi's are great. Like I said, pop them upside down in the microwave 5 minutes. They steam while I'm making other food. It works great, especially like for quick lunches on school days. 2 bags of dried apricots, 2 bags of the dried mangoes, 1 block of extra sharp cheddar cheese, 1 box of the unsalted butter, the 4 sticks, 1 container of vanilla ice cream to stretch for a couple of desserts, 2 medium cheddar sliced cheeses, 1 sharp cheddar shredded cheese, and 1 Mexican style shredded cheese. That is it for our budget-friendly grocery haul that we are doing for this week. Again, it was Walmart, Aldi's, and Food City. We used Shopkicks, IBOTTA, and Fetch to combine all of that to get our budget down to what it was for this week for the groceries. If you have any more questions that I did not answer in this video, let me know in the comments below. Thank you again to all of our members for sponsoring this video. Thank all of you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.